Microtransactions. What are microtransactions? Microtransactions are basically business models where users can purchase virtual goods via micropayments. This means like you can spend like $1 or two and get something cosmetic in game or more items. Something you might find in a DLC, but not anymore at least. More on that in a bit, but microtransactions are often used in free-to-play games to provide a revenue source for the developers. Now, if you've ever been on the Apple App Store and if you've actually seen how many free-to-play games there are, you would know what a microtransaction is by that point, because that's how the developers stay in business. The problem is that here lately the AAA games have been having microtransactions, and this creates such a huge controversy because not only did you just pay $60 for a full-price video game, but some of them, like Middle-earth Shadow of War, or even Battlefront 2, which is what you see here in the background, are just kind of in your face about it. They kind of want you to buy these microtransactions so you can cheese the game. Battlefront 2 was recently in controversy because the game could have been pay to win after all. Okay, so what exactly are my thoughts about microtransactions? Are they a good thing or are they a bad thing? Well, in my opinion, they're kind of both. Allow me to explain. They can be a good thing because, well, if you spend money on microtransactions, that money usually goes towards the developer or publisher to help fuel future games. And with the rising cost of games and ramping up the production values and stuff like that, well, somehow developers have to be able to make some money on the side, right? So most of the time it's usually cosmetics or extra items or weapons. Pretty much anything can be a microtransaction if the developer wills it to be. It's kind of a bad thing at this point also because corporate greed can come in and take over and do what they want with that money. They can sometimes not even give back to the community like they promise. Just to be clear, I think microtransactions are okay as long as they're cosmetic. That means whenever you buy something like a skin or something to give a fresh new look to armor or weapons or even a character, I think that's okay. I think if you want to support a developer that way, further, go for it. But when it comes to actually buying weapons and cards, in this case star cards for Battlefront 2, that just messes with the balance of the game. It defeats the purpose of earning it legitimately. Take a look at Shadow of War again. Its loot crates almost destroyed the game because, well, you could cheese so much of the game early on by getting a legendary item. Now, a lot of these loot box systems that you see, if you're not using a crate and keys system, they're also using a rarity system where you can get common items, uncommon items, you name it. They can set different kinds of rarities and the drop rates for each item. Basically, by doing this, they, in a way, have control of where your money is going. As for actual DLC, I always thought that when a developer releases DLC, it's more content to the game that you pay for. Sometimes, like, a lot of the older games, like Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, had a fantastic expansion called Shivering Isles. I thought that you were supporting the developer further by paying for that, but you paid for good content. I think microtransactions actually destroys the idea of expansion packs because there are some games like Destiny 2 which just handles it the wrong way. There's so little content for how much you pay. Now granted, you don't have to pay for microtransactions. Yes, there are some games that get in your face about it, but you still don't have to. At the end of the day, you have control of your wallet and where your money goes. I've heard of some games using paywalls where you have to buy like the rest of the game or something. They consider that a microtransaction. I don't really know. I haven't played one of those yet. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's your money. You decide where it goes. Now, I have heard that microtransactions might be a form of gambling because you're not sure what you're going to get whenever you buy one of these boxes. I can agree with that, kind of. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's gambling, because when you gamble, you usually kind of lose, but at least you're getting something out of it, you know what I mean? Even if it's good or bad, you get something from it. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little opinionated video. I know I didn't say much, and I know this video is horribly unstructured. I didn't write a script for it, although I meant to. Right now it's 4 in the morning and I need to get some sleep. But I just wanted to get this video out there to hear your guys' thoughts as well. Comment down below what you think, and I'll respond to you as fast as I can. That's a promise. Alright guys, peace out.